Welcome to another episode of United for a Healthy Stoughton. Today I have with me the Recreation Department from the town. So I have Tim Davis and Matt Cauchon. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Oh, good. On the first try. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about what's been going on in the rec department and some exciting things that are up and coming for folks. So I will let these guys take it away. And we thought we'd start out by hearing a little bit about Matt's position and about how Matt found himself here in Stoughton.
Yeah, so I'll start before he jumps into it. Matt's position started about 2 months ago, I think, but 3 months ago. Time flies when you're having fun. His position has evolved over the years. In past years, his position has been Assistant Director of Recreation, which was my position at first when I worked under John Dennison, our Recreation Director. Things have shifted, budget things happened, and we kind of took a different look at our department. And kind of where we are now is where we're happy. So right now in our department is the first time we've ever had 2 full-timers in our department.
Excellent.
Which is just incredible to have just for our community and the output that we're capable of. So now we have a full-time director, myself, and then we have a full-time program facilitator with Matt. And the effect has been positive. It's already being felt. But I'll let Matt introduce himself.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm a recent college graduate. Before college, spent 4 or 5 years working with the Kingston Rec Department. There.
So since you were 8 or something, basically, right?
Throughout high school, I worked with them with their summer camp as a counselor, and then my senior year of high school, I started doing programs there. I ran a couple after-school programs for kids. When I got into my freshman year of college, I ran a pickleball program. We started that, and that's blown up there. And then I looked over facilities as well. Then I transferred, took a different route, went to school up in northern Maine, played college baseball, got to go to school for business administration with a minor in recreation, and graduated, and now I'm here.
Awesome.
Enjoying the town, having fun with Tim. And I really enjoy expanding this department and look forward to a great future.
Awesome. And I think people are going to really hear as we talk about the stuff that you guys have going on, what a difference it has made to have 2 full-time people in that department in terms of what the rec department has been able to provide to the town. So it's super exciting. As a prevention coordinator, I am excited about all of the stuff you guys do because we know from the research that strong families help build really strong kids, and the context in which that happens is a really safe, healthy, vibrant community. And so having really great programs and opportunities for families to go out and just be together, having fun is actually really, really important for helping kids build resilience and really have healthy childhoods and great memories with their families. And so all the programming, all of the spaces that we have in town where families can really hang out and just be together, and then all the really great community events that we have going on, I think are just a credit to our community and really help our families to thrive. So I think that's super exciting. So with that in mind, let's talk a little bit about some changes happened with the Community Events Committee over the last year. So let's talk about that.
So these the changes have been coming kind of in about 3 years now. It's been a process. When I came into the office in town just about 3 years ago, a little over 3 years now, I believe, the Community Events Department was put under the umbrella of Recreation. They were put under the umbrella because their budget was growing and growing and growing due to the community events that we had in town, specifically when it came to 4th of July with the fireworks and the parades and the concerts. And the scope of the volunteer group was getting much larger and larger. So they put it under Recreation to give it kind of a sense of overlook of kind of some guidance under John and myself at the time. As the years progressed, probably over the 3 years, the events stayed the same, but the scope of the events blew up. Incredible size events. The parades got bigger, Stoughton Day got bigger, the fireworks display got bigger, the attraction of our community and of our town and other towns around us, everyone coming in just became very, very large. But the other aspect of it was that all these events were put on by volunteers, very dedicated really, amazing volunteers who really loved our town and were really in it for the benefit of our town. But like any families, I could speak for myself, having a child and other families, they wanted to do these events, but they also wanted to enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
So we found that over the years, our volunteer base, while strong, was also kind of dwindling down.
Mm-hmm.
So that we were left with situations where, we had, a parade that really, in the past 10 people would run, but really only 2 people were in charge of.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing, that's not
Right.
exact numbers, but just to kind of give you a glimpse of it. So we had some hard conversations, and, both of it was budgetary conversations of the rec department absorbing some costs there just to help the town, and, really, again, just the volunteer base of who was controlling it and who was putting on the events. And it was, as the community events were already under our umbrella, a decision was made that the rec department would completely absorb the community events, so that we would be solely in charge of putting all these events on. That, Stoughton Day and the hay rides and the parades and fireworks and everything would be just another arm of the recreation department, which
Yep.
Matt and I were very excited about. John and I were very excited about. We think it's a great opportunity for our department, but at the same time, the way we look at it, it's an opportunity for us to put our best foot forward, to offer our community, the best possible program, but now everybody can enjoy it. We don't have to worry about individuals who are planning it missing out on the activities and their families missing out. So that was my long answer. But it's it's been a long time coming. But the reason why these events are so successful now is because of those volunteers.
Yep.
So we really owe it to them.
Awesome. So let's talk about some of the events that we know. Stoughton Day just happened, and that was
Yes.
amazing. So let's talk a little bit about that, and then let's talk about what's kind of coming in the next couple weeks even.
Sure. Yeah. Stoughton Day happened. Stoughton Day 2018. It's a great picture of it in the
Yep.
beginning. It was down at Halloran Park at the end of September. This day used to be around the 4th of July. It was traditionally called the 4th of July Children's Program, I believe, on paper. But what we found was, one, the space used to be at the athletic complex behind the Wilkins School now, and that was just a very large space. So, there was a ton of people and a ton of vendors and a ton of attractions, but it was on such a big space that you wouldn't know it. It was a little too spread out. So Matt and I looked at it, and we were kind of looking, where can we put this? What makes more sense for what we're trying to do? And Halloran Park on Pierce Street, another one of the rec department's facilities, seemed like the perfect space. So we moved it there this year, but we also moved it from the peak of summer heat and humidity with no shade
Right.
in July to the beginning of fall in September, and it paid off just weather-wise this
Yep.
year.
And it was still hot.
It was still hot, but it was in the 70s
Right.
and sunny, and it was great. But it was a wonderful day. We had a couple thousand people estimated showed up. We had over 50 vendors. We had a petting zoo, inflatables, face painters, balloon artists, photo booths. We
Performances.
had live music, magician, dance crews that came, and it was just it was an incredible event. We were very, very proud of it. That it was the first time coming from us. We were a little nervous because it was the first time coming from us, but we learned a lot. Things went smooth. Some things went wrong, but we're just going to build upon it for years to come.
Yep. Huge success. People seemed like they were really, really happy.
Yeah,
and,
which makes us happy.
It was a great family day. So you guys also have some things coming up even in this month, really. There are 2 big events coming in October. So let's talk about that.
Yep. So next Saturday on the 13th, we have the Haunted Hayride down at the Cedar Hill Golf Course. That's going to take place from 6 to 9 p.m. Very excited about that. We're adding on more scenes than last year.
Oh, wow.
Some more attractions inside the pavilion of the golf course. We're going to have some activities going on in there. We're looking forward to that. We think it's going to be a really good night. Weather's looking really good as well. And then the week after that, we're going on the 20th. We're going to do our 5K, our first annual 5K. We're doing a costume run. So we want people to come in the best Halloween attire. We have the course mapped out, starting at Halloran Park and finishing at Halloran. And then we're going to move the festivities over with the House of Brews. And we're going to be doing some pumpkin painting with kids while they have their festival on the 20th.
So big, family-friendly kind of day. Can you talk about in the morning? So this is something I'm excited about. So I'm going to run this 5K, and I'm a little nervous about that. But you guys have made accommodations for folks with kids so that parents can run and the kids can have something to do during the race, which is sort of unique.
Yep, we thought it would be a good idea if we're calling it Drop Your Kid and Run. We think most of the times when you're going to run a 5K, a lot of people have difficulty with childcare, and so don't know what to do with their kid while I go run this 5K. And we thought, well, we have the staff for it. Let's put on some children activities. So while their parents run the 5K, we'll put on some activities for them. And a lot of people seem to like that. So we're hoping to get some more people to come in and join the race. It should be a good time.
Awesome. So that's an excellent thing, I think, for parents to be able to do, because that can be a challenge trying to figure out, what do I do with my kid during that block of time where I'm running? Awesome. And then the holiday parade is coming up pretty fast as well, right?
Yeah, and December 8th we'll be doing the annual Parade of Lights that will be going through the center of town. It's in its infancy right now planning-wise, but where we are now, what we have confirmed, we're very excited about. So it'll be same route as previous years. I'll be starting up at the high school and going straight through the center of town at Park Street. Last year, unfortunately, it got canceled because of snow. So, hopefully we won't run into that again. But again, it's just another great event. We usually have a great turnout in years past. Everyone that is signed on to march, all the marching bands and the special businesses coming in are very excited about it. So we'll have that. That's going to begin at 5 o'clock, as it will be getting dark around that time in December. Starts at 5, the parade's 5 to 6, and then from 6 to 8, we'll be doing the warm-up festival, as it's been traditionally called, down, we believe, it will be down at the middle school. We'll have baked goods, performances. Santa will be there, so bring your kids, get some pictures with Santa. And it should be a good Saturday night. Just a lot of fun. Just another time, even though it'll probably be a little chilly, just to get everyone in our community outside. So that will be the parade, and then looking forward, we'll have our Easter egg hunt, our annual Easter egg hunt, 4th of July. Next year we'll have our parade. We still won't have fireworks. There's a couple more years until we can get our fireworks back. We just got to wait for that, big high school to be done,
right?
Which I think is very worth the wait until we can do that program back. But that's what we have planned right now. And if Matt and I learned anything, we'll probably come up with another idea, and we'll probably put at least something else out there. So it's good. It's a good schedule to have.
Yep. Awesome. And let's talk about the programs that you guys have ongoing. So tons and tons of new stuff in the brochure for this fall, in addition to all the great programs you guys have been running. So let's talk about some of the exciting new opportunities that are in there.
Yep, so we have over 50 programs this fall. A couple of them to start, some new ones, pickleball.
So you might have to say what that is for our people at home.
So I actually just came from that. We had that this morning.
Oh, awesome.
It's on Tuesdays. It's from 10 to 12. It's kind of like a drop-in style. It's at Halloran Park on the basketball court.
Yep.
So pickleball it's America's fastest growing sport. I always love to say that.
As an expert at pickleball.
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. So it's a combination of tennis, badminton, and ping pong. But it's huge. It's funny to see all these rec departments converting their tennis courts over to pickleball courts. It's just growing in size. You don't have to be very mobile to play. Usually play with doubles. You can play with singles. But it's a great game. We're marketing it towards the older population.
So huge sport for seniors.
Yes, it's a huge sport for seniors.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't think they can play it. They're like, I'm too old for that. But it's great for them. So we're hoping to get that up and running. And like I said, Tuesdays come down and play.
Awesome.
Another one is intro to skateboarding. We thought that's kind of a niche that we need to hit in town. And that has really good numbers right now. That's starting today as well.
Oh, wow.
Up at the Gibbons on the blacktop there. We're really excited about that.
Yep.
Then we have kayak lessons and paddleboard lessons down at Ames Long Pond. Tim and I are trying to use Ames Pond more, try to utilize that area. It's a great area.
Beautiful space.
And still, a lot of people don't know about it. And
there's a picture of it.
Yep,
there you go.
right there. So with Ames Pond too, so we have those offerings in the fall time, the paddleboarding and the kayaking. We're looking to expand that in the summertime, and we're going to have rentals down there. So now people can go down to the beach, and if they want to rent out a kayak or paddleboard for an hour, they can do that and go right on it. We also do early release trips. So for early Thursdays when kids get out of school around 1, we have trips. We meet up at the COA building and we drive them. 2 weeks ago, we went to Treetop Adventures in Canton. It was an absolute blast. The first time I've ever been there. Had a lot of fun doing that. Our next trip is on the 27th, I believe. So. Yep. And we are going bowling at Kings and Denham.
Okay.
We have a couple more trips coming up. We're doing rock climbing, Dave and Buster's, roller skating. Should be a lot of fun there. Those fill up fast, so sign up.
Yep.
And then we are going to be offering the skiing and snowboarding again starting in January.
Right. Over at Blue Hills.
Yep, over at Blue Hills. So we're going to be starting that back up again. And then just some of our returning programs, we brought back archery.
Oh, wow.
So archery's been going off since about mid-September. That's been doing really well.
Where is that happening?
So it's actually in Canton. So
Oh,
it's a unique program that we partnered with Sharon Recreation, Linda and John and Sharon, and then Liz over in Canton Recreation, and then it's us. So between the 3 departments, we had a lot of people sign up. So it's actually over at Prerequisite, I believe I'm saying that right, Prerequisite Farms.
Oh, okay.
In Canton.
Yep.
It's one of their parks over there. So this is the 3rd year third season that we've offered it. And every year it's gotten a little bigger, a little bigger, a little bigger. So I think we got about 10 to 15 people this year, which is great.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Excellent.
it's really good. But we have archery coming back. We have our Tiny Tykes preschool soccer program coming back. This is the biggest year. I think we have close to 60 kids this year.
Wow.
So it's really, it's just a fun program to watch and to be able to offer. We have cooking classes with Dolce Cupcakes in Easton. She comes into the Youth Commission, Council on Aging building.
Oh, and it always smells so good when she's there.
Does baked goods.
Yep.
She teaches kids how to make certain meals for dinner, different inspired meals. So that comes back. Every early release, we have a class for that, as well as kind of one-off classes. We're doing first aid CPR training, yoga. We have a couple sessions of yoga. So like Matt said, we have over 50 programs. I feel like I say it every season that this is the most programs we've ever had, but it's true.
And then every year it's more.
It's the most, and we're doing more and more. So we're really proud this season. This is a big step for our department this fall-winter season, and a lot of the credit goes to Matt, his expertise coming in. So we're super excited. We're busy.
Awesome.
We're really busy.
Really busy, which is great. Let's talk about some of the amazing spaces. So we talked a little bit about Ames Pond, but that there are some really beautiful recreation spaces in town that the rec department manages and takes care of for our residents. So let's talk a little bit about
So we take care
what
and we manage, but we also rent out. And I want to make that clear that if you're looking to have a birthday party, you're looking to have a special event or a tournament or something, give us a call. All those, there's our contact info right there. All that land is town-owned land. It's not. It's not for any specific group, so if you're ever looking for a space, let us know. But Ames Pond, obviously, is ours. In the summer, our big thing there is the swimming area. We do have a beachfront that we do all of our swim lessons. We do open swim. We do special events, special family days, everything down there. It's usually open about 8 to 9 weeks during the summer of supervised swimming. This summer was huge. This summer, I mean, it was incredibly hot, so we weren't surprised that it was busy. But we were averaging about 100 people through the gate a day, which is numbers kind of reminiscent of years ago. So we're really excited on that. We have Lessa Memorial Playground on West Street in Stoughton. It's a beautiful playground, really tucked back in the woods, really quiet. It borders the Bird Street Conservation Area with hiking trails. The library story walk goes off of that playground. It's just a wonderful, wonderful playground. We have Halloran Park, like we talked about with Stoughton Day, but Halloran Park is on Pierce Street.
Yep.
Again, fantastic space, great playground, all handicap accessible, poured-in-place surface. Just an open, great space with a huge field next to it if you wanted to go run your dog, play wiffle ball, something like that. So Halloran Park is just it's kind of our little gem that we like to refer to it as in our department. And then our athletic complex, which is behind the Wilkins School and between the Wilkins and the high school. That is a recreation-run facility. A lot of people think it is the schools, so just keep that in mind. If you're looking to do something out there, give the town a call. But we have those 4 Stone Dust softball fields, fields that you see there. In the middle, we have our field hockey field that the high school uses. On the side, we turn it into a soccer field for the high school. We have the varsity baseball field out there, the clay baseball field, and then we have a stone dust baseball field as well, where the football team practices. So that facility, we get about 12 hours easily of use of when it's open to close, of either people working out there or sports teams out there. With the loss of the high school, it's really become the hub for all high school sports, and we're very happy that we can provide that on our land out there. So it's super busy, but we also have a playground behind the Wilkins School. That playground is actually a town playground. It's not a school playground, but it's a perfect spot for the school to use it. So we're happy that they do. But that playground is actually going to be going under the knife. The process has started. Funding has been secured with the town. We're very grateful for that, for us to be able to just give you a whole new playground. So probably by the end of this fiscal year, that playground will be gone or near. We'll have DPW chomping at the bit to rip all that out and replace it. But we're going to get a brand new playground over there.
That's exciting.
Fix the issues that it has when it comes to drainage and accessibility. So probably by, I say, FY20, we should have a brand new playground for our community, especially in that area of Stoughton, but also with all the kids that are out there with school, but also with all the athletics that are going on the field. We'll have a brand new playground over there. And then there's just a bunch of projects in the works in town. We have the Glen Echo property being developed. There's some rumors of other open space and conservation areas being developed, and if we're lucky enough, Rec will have their hand in it.
Yep.
So it'll be good.
Awesome. Excellent. So tons and tons of stuff.
Tons.
So,
Tons.
so as we're starting to come towards the close of our show, but let's talk about what you guys have, sort of like what's next, what's up and coming. I mean, I know camp was a really big success this year, and you guys made some really cool changes. And
yeah, I'll speak to camp, and I think Matt can do the rest with the pond and everything like that. Our summer program down at the South has been a staple of our department, and throughout the years, both competition and kind of time restraints when it came to priorities with parents and what kids are subscribed to over the summer have come into play. So, in the last couple of years, we made pretty drastic changes to the program. We've extended the time out to 4 o'clock. We've extended our staff. We've changed the field trips. We've changed transportation. So the biggest things this year was everybody was at camp till 4 o'clock. We extended it to 4 o'clock. It used to be till 2:30, but it was very clear that for working parents that was very difficult.
Yep.
So the best that we could do, obviously there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that determines it, was to put it out to 4 o'clock, and that was a hit. We had about 150, 160 kids that came through our program, which was great. We had an incredible group of staff that were working it. A lot of them were returners. A lot of them were playground goers as little kids, so it's always cool to see that. And one of the things that we're looking forward to next summer is that over at the middle school, there is a free program. And, we'll be the first to say that really affected our numbers.
right.
That, a parent had the opportunity to, send their kid to camp for free to get kind of a bridge couple months for schooling, but also activity and everything else involved in that program. And we've done our best to try to somewhat compete with it, but Matt and I really took a different look at it. And why are we competing if we're in the same town? So what we're going to do, and what we're hopeful to do, is we're going to work with them, and it's also feedback from parents. So that program, I believe, goes to about 1 o'clock. We're going to offer kind of a shortened day from 1 to 4 for parents who want it after that program, and then that program doesn't take place on Fridays, so then your kid can come to camp all day Friday. So we're trying to offer, give kids the opportunity to get outside and be active and make new friends as much as possible. And it's for residents and it's for non-residents as well. And it's just, we're looking forward to it. We think it'll be a big step in the right direction for our program. Hopefully it'll help our numbers and all that. But also, we're going to keep the prices as low as we can, as we always do. 6 to 7 weeks of this program, it's less than $100 a week. which
Right,
is
which is
we're
unheard
very,
of,
we're
yeah.
very, we're very proud of it. You know, we're here for our community. We're not here to make money, so we want to make sure that, you know, our costs are covered, but we want to make sure that you can all afford it as much as possible.
Which is awesome. Yep. Great.
And then the pond,
Yeah.
we got some things in the works.
Yep, so the pond, like I said, we got the kayak and the paddleboard rentals that we're working on right now. Definitely want to expand the beachfront. And we just want to put more focus on it. We want to do some pop-up programs, whether that might be like paddleboard yoga, glow yoga. But we want to throw more programs at Ames Long Pond. Like I said, we just think it's a great spot to have.
Yep.
But like going back to your question, like what's new, what's coming, I always say like what's in our brochure, there's more to come. You know, we're always adding on programs. You know, in our office, we're always churning out ideas and throwing it out there. So always just, you know, check Facebook, check Twitter, check online. We always have new programs coming out, and we're excited.
Yeah, and if anybody ever wanted to do something,
Somebody has a great idea.
someone has a great idea, and we get this all the time. You know, shoot us an email, give us a call, let us know what you're thinking. A lot of our programs come from feedback. Our programs come from need that we're made aware of in our community. And we'll admit, we do a lot of stuff that we want to do because we know the benefit of it from our studies and seeing it. But, you know, if we had someone reach out about a computer class, computer programming class, and you know, it causes us to take a good look at it, and if we can offer it, we can offer it. And a lot of what we did this past season came for that. Like Matt mentioned, the skateboarding. You know, it's no secret for those involved in the community when it comes to skateboarding that due to the high school construction, we lost the skate park.
Right.
So you know, we're able to bring in this great company called Knucklebones, who bring all the equipment, all the ramps, the rails, the boards, the pads, the helmets, everything you need to kind of spark that interest with kids. And like Matt said, our numbers are awesome right now. 10 to 15 kids that'll be out there, you know, maybe learning it for the first time, which is
cool.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. So if people have ideas, they should absolutely reach out to you. We know that the rec department is really for anyone in the town. It's not just kids, but it's
everyone.
Senior programming, programs for adults and families, and so that actually wraps up our time together. So unless you guys have any last burning things you want to say to our audience at home.
I would just say thank you for the support. We're doing a lot to try to get our name out there, and I think it's being received because all of you are reaching back out and either offering, you know, words of thanks and good job when we do programs and events, or reaching out to let us know, you know, constructive feedback of certain things we do, or like we said, if you have ideas. So, you know, we're only as successful as our community lets us be.
Right.
But we really feel like we're starting to make an impact, and it's all because of our community. So thanks to all of them for getting on our backs with it.
Awesome.
Great.
And thanks to you guys for being on the show today. And
pleasure.
hopefully people will be in touch with you, and we'll take advantage of all these amazing opportunities in our community.
Sure.
Great.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.